I wouldn't say a letdown. I do think that a team becomes more dangerous because then you have all this film about, one player who has high volume shots. And so that changes the game plan. And so that's a test that we're testing us to see if we can adjust within 2 hours of the game rather than the scheme that we had before. But when a player who has high volume, they don't play, then we don't know where that ball is going. So that's why I feel like it's always more dangerous when a star steps out.
Your players said you laid into them a little bit at halftime about effort. What do you want to say about that?
That they should bring it, or they're going to hear something very uncomfortable at halftime. That's what I said, and that's where I feel like I have to really grow as a coach in terms of maybe my awareness, maybe more conversations I have to have individually, because every player is different, and so I just have to figure it out. Luckily, we found 6 or 7 players today that wanted to play with maximum effort. They wanted to empty the tank. So I guess it's there's a beauty in it. That is a good challenge for me as going into my second year is how do I continue to press everyone's buttons? Haven't mastered that. I don't know how long it takes, but I'm going to continue to say what needs to be said. And they like to be told uncomfortable things because they said that at any time if I'm slipping, I could hold them accountable. So hopefully I don't have to say that again.
You almost matched a team high in points for the season. What was working well tonight?
I thought they shared the ball early tonight. I thought they did a good job just kind of getting off of it just because Tempo really wants to take away the paint. I thought Tempo did a great job just being aggressive, active hands. But I saw us sharing the ball more this time when we played them. I also thought we played with a good pace, and when we did defend, we got to go and play pace and play at a higher speed, which is harder to guard. So, but again, 2 quarters ain't going to do it. It's got to be all 4. Yeah.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
There's a lot of talk in the league about inclusivity, and tonight the Valkyries celebrated Filipino Heritage Night. Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about what it means for fans to be seen around the league?
Yeah, it's huge. I love the fact that we can celebrate and acknowledge different cultures. I'm really big on that. I think it gives people almost like a superpower or a confidence for, the day to be recognized like that and to be celebrated for everything that their culture brings. It also, I think, educates people about different cultures. And so I love the fact that we're super intentional about that because I think we have to do that more than not. And it's exciting. I think this world needs more celebration. I think this world needs more love, more care, especially when some people are not seen as much. So, I was really excited. Yeah.
Hi, Natalie.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Back there.
I know. I got in here. I chatted a little bit on the way down. The way Kia sort of established the defensive intensity tonight by blocking that first possession, the block shot on the first possession, and then maybe leading the way a little bit down the stretch. How much did she was she one of those players you said who wanted it the whole game?
Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't take her out. I think she played past her max of minutes. What did she play, 32 minutes? She came in with a certain way of protecting that rim. You could tell she was communicating. She was a force in the paint. I loved her physicality to do without fouling. I think that was really key because that was something we did not do well last game versus Phoenix. So just the way that Kia can adapt to the game and to the different people that she has to guard. She has to guard multiple bigs that are quick, fast, they can move. Sometimes she has to switch onto guards. I love the fact, and I'm like, I ain't taking you out, sorry. And so it was just really good to see that. And so when Kia's, fresh and she has a great little all-star break, that's the Kia that, we know is going to show up and just be vicious inside, really. Yeah.
Gabby returned from reconditioning today. How do you think she looked? Only played 19 minutes, but how do you think she looked?
Yeah, she looked great. I couldn't play her that much. That was kind of the protocol, which is really smart from our medical team. And so we really tried our best to manage it the times that she was kind of rolling. But no, I mean, shoot, what did she ended, with a nice line, nice stat line, but more importantly, you could see her fight and her effort. You saw her getting a lot of deflections that led into transition. So that's the Gabby that we miss, is just that activity on the ball, and then just creating extra possession. So I thought she did great.
Hi, Natalie. What did you see from Janelle and Tip, too, in that case, in that end of third quarter stretch?
Yeah, their fight, too. I thought they maximized their energy. I thought they emptied the tank. I mean, there was a point where Tip was just like, she looked delusional, like she was going to faint, and I'm just like, just let me know, but if not, I'm gonna keep you in there. So that's Tip. Tip will go till she just completely is about to faint. That's the type of emptying the tank. She has great composure in that end of the third and even in the fourth, of when she should attack, when she should slow it down, when we should move it. She was excellent. And then she was just always ready. She talked about the matchups that she saw. She was advising me and Kasib what to do in the timeouts, and she executed it. So that's that level of connectivity from now player to coach within these timeouts that are really key.
Hi, Natalie. First of all, Janelle said they shorted Kia a block on the stat sheet. I don't know what you had her
what?
down for.
They
I don't know
what?
if that's true. She said she had 5, and it says 4.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know.
Okay,
if you
I'm just going to add one right here.
Yeah. 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 I wanted to ask, with Marine out, I mean, you mentioned just, talking to us before the game, did that change things on the fly? Is there kind of a natural letdown when a player that good, is just kind of removed from the lineup? How did that play out?
I wouldn't say a letdown. I do think that a team becomes more dangerous because then you have all this film about, one player who has high volume shots. And so that changes the game plan. And so that's a test that we're testing us to see if we can adjust within 2 hours of the game rather than the scheme that we had before. So, we had a slow start, but our maximum effort had nothing to do with the game plan. So that's where I'm just more frustrated with. But when a player who has high volume, they don't play, then we don't know where that ball is going. So that's why I feel like it's always more dangerous when a star steps out. And you saw that this team, their strengths, they really, I thought, played to their strengths. That's what Sandy's great at. Sandy's great at adjusting. And at the end of the day, I told her, her team plays hard. And you can never discredit teams when they play hard and they play together.